After calling the police, the corpse is taken to the lab in your office. What? Why in my office? I really feel like the cops in this, place are not competent. Meanwhile, divers have managed to find other items of interest that could be connected to this case. You don't know why, but this corpse looks, oddly familiar to you. Oh no, is it Emma? I love how it just says RIP here, what the heck? And that fact has been driving you insane. You just want Abbott to give some evidence of who this is. Maybe it is Emma. Oh, so it's like the corpse has been like, either rotted or like kind of like, messed up so bad like you don't really recognize it. Mr. Cypress, could you come over here for a sec? Have you ID'd the body yet? Is there any way that we can find out who she is? You attend Libretto University, right? This can't be good. Yes, I do attend Libretto University. Abbott hands you the purse found at the scene. You don't like the fact that someone so young was murdered. You sift through the purse with your gloved hands, handling it gently. You come across a wallet, exactly $123 inside of it. No robber would pass up that much money. Inside of the wallet, you come across a photograph, presumably of the girl's parents. Both of her parents have faces that you can only describe as sweet. They don't look like the kind of people who would be targets for murder. They're gonna be in pieces when they find out. You think to yourself as you imagine how the scene will play out. Before your imagination gets too carried away, something catches your eye. The logo for Libretto University. Her Libretto University ID. You pull the card out and... Oh, it is Emma! I freaking knew it! It did say your friend was murdered, so... I suppose she is a friend. Your throat is beginning to close in. You don't even feel as if you're actually experiencing this. You feel like you're watching some horrible, twisted movie play out. Emma is the girl you were just speaking to a couple of hours ago. You told her that you'd be there for her. And look at her now. It's no wonder that her corpse... No, the corpse appeared so familiar to you. You don't even realize that you're shaking as you hold her ID. Hey, you okay? You nod your head in silence. The good thing about that is the fact that you'll have an easier time solving this one. Why? What makes you assume that this will be easier? The fact that we attend the same university? Yeah, you have an easier time getting information about her. Okay, Abbott, you're being too cheery. Someone got murdered. You restrain yourself from sobbing on the spot. You can't let her see that. Fine, you do have a point. I should be able to gather more information about the victim. Anyways, back to the report. Okay, you're too joyful for this job, I feel like, Abbott, but I guess it also makes sense. It helps you deal with the traumas of everything. She exclaims jovially, acting as though she hasn't just performed a bunch of tests on a murdered college student. Honestly, I've got no clue what exactly killed her. That's concerning. Well, clearly she didn't die on her own because a whole bunch of body parts were chopped off. You see, there's a lot of things that could have killed her. It's almost comical just how thorough the killer was. Please, stop it. You're being really inappropriate. This girl was beaten, stabbed 43 times? Oh my god, burnt in several places, fed bleach? This killer is horrible. And obviously thrown into Cardinal River. In addition, the perpetrator tried to saw her body apart. Okay, is this, what's his freaking face? Edward Cox? Because he was so pissy about everything. You feel like you're going to vomit just thinking about the order in which this torture played out. I can't tell if the killer decided to beat a dead horse or not. Please stop, Abbott. You're making this so much worse. Have you found any sort of DNA at the corpse? Some of the fingernails were torn off. Maybe they tried to scratch the perpetrator? We're gonna do that in an hour or so. We've got to get the tech ready. The new cutting-edge stuff. Right. Look, kid. You look a lot paler than usual. You ought to get some rest in the office. I think you're a little too numb to all of this, Abbott. You want to retort with something snarky, especially since she called you kid. Yeah, if you're gonna call Oliver kid, why are you letting him even, like, be involved in this investigation? Literally just some college kid. Well, or still, you can't deny that she means well. Oh, that's it? That's it? That's it, Abbott? Thanks a lot for nothing, except for all the traumatizing words. Rest in the office, must I though? Must I? Is this the body over here? The corpse lies under this blanket. For some reason, you hate the idea of a corpse being laid to rest in a cold, sterile place like this lab. Isn't this your office? This is so weird. He's like trying to distance himself by like saying like the corpse instead of, you know, her name or whatever. Bunch of case files that you're gonna go over once you saw this case. Who's this? Hello? Coworker? You have coworkers? What's wrong with you? What exactly do you mean? You look like you've seen a ghost. Well, I've seen something close enough to a ghost. I mean, I did just see the corpse of someone I knew. How'd they die? And don't give me any of that stabbing bullshit. That's just so normal for murders. You don't exactly see how there could be anything normal about a literal murder. Okay, there's something really wrong with all these people. Bunch of law books. Oh. I want to talk to the other person first, but okay. You sit down in your seat, attempting to process the fact that Emma's dead. Yeah, that's just going just about as well as you could expect. If I wasn't such an idiot, she'd be alive, right? Maybe if I didn't waste my time arguing with that stupid Cox, I could have gotten to the scene sooner, right? So you're saying I can't be him because we were arguing with him? You continue bargaining in your mind over and over again, wondering if Emma would be alive if you had done anything differently. This case is different from many of the ones you've covered in the past. In those cases, you could only intervene when it was impossible to actually save anyone. You still assign yourself the blame for not saving the poor victims, but at least you also knew that it made no sense to blame yourself. So eventually you'll be able to push that guilt to the back of your mind. This case, on the other hand, hits a little too close to home for comfort. You bury your face in your arms. You know that everyone else will realize that you're crying like the little wuss you are. But at least you have the dignity to try and hide your ugly, sobbing face. No one else should have to be affected by your stupid emotions. Or we could just go to the bathroom and cry, you know? Hey, what's the matter? Without a thought, you respond in a blubbering tone. This girl is dead because of me. Maybe if I wasn't such a fucking jackass, I would have realized that leaving her alone was a recipe for disaster. So, a girl died before you could kiss her? What is wrong with all the humor of these people in this place? They're so, like, what's that word? It's like it's like they're apathetic almost, but it's not quite what I'm going for. What? Huh? You quickly wipe your tears with the sleeve of your sweater and get up to be greeted with, are you fucking kidding me? What the hell are you doing here? Yeah, what the hell are you doing here? This is exactly what you needed. Are you the murderer? You needed this sleazy dude to come into the office and listen to you have a breakdown over the death of the girl that he harassed. But what was the girl that he killed? Great. Just absolutely, positively, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? What kind of word is that? Is that a word? Now, you're not usually one for throwing punches and kicks. Right now, you really want to make an exception to your anti-violence moral code. But no, you have to play nice. Aw, you miss me? You didn't hiss under your breath. What do I look like to you, your dog? Jeez, relax, man. Don't tell me relax, man, alright? Aren't you used to corpses or something? Not the corpses of people I know. Or corpses of girls you love? Okay, you're being really rude and disrespectful. Quit projecting your romantic feelings for her onto me. You know damn well that you're losing your cool, and he's having a blast watching your descent. Fine, just trying to help. You're doing everything but helping just by being here. He just gave me the freaking finger. I am helping? I just got called to help ID the girl. Why you? You're like not even related to her or anything. I already ID'd her. Haven't you heard of having multiple people corroborate your story? Or we could contact her family? Seriously, what's wrong with the freaking police in this place? They suck at their job? Yeah, I thought so, Mr. Famous Detective. Kick him out. He's such a dick. For some very not obvious reason, you hate the idea of the sleazy, annoying Edward Cox being in the same room as Emma's, the victim's corpse. Also, like, again, like, the people suck at their job. Like, maybe that is a potential, like, suspect. You can't just let them, like, be alone with the corpse. Maybe they're gonna, like, get rid of evidence or something. Well, Abbott's in the room with him. He wouldn't try anything with her in there, right? I don't know. Oh, wait. One of the trigger warnings was something about kissing a corpse, right? Is it Edward? Is he the nasty asshole that is trying to kiss the corpse right now? Besides, I know that he's immature, but he'll at least take a murder seriously, right? Based on that conversation we just had, I don't think so. Is that a scream? What the fuck is happening? Screw me for believing in cocks! You barge into the lab hoping to prevent a tragedy. Abbott, what happened? Did he hurt you? Are you... What the hell? Yep, he is trying to kiss it, isn't he? Well, at least you now know that your initial hunch was right. Hey man, this isn't what it looks like. You see, Emma promised me a kiss and you are so fucking gross. Also, the person is dead, they cannot give consent. With the way that you were rubbing your hands up and down her body, I don't think that you just gave her a kiss, you degenerate. He is such a sick fuck. I really think he killed her. Degenerate? Me? You whip out a pair of handcuffs, ignoring Edward's resistance. Oh, Oliver, I didn't know that you were into me. Okay, this game better not redeem him, because he's such a dick. I do not like him at all. Do you think that this is a joke? You, Edward fucking Cox, are under arrest. And before you ask, for what? It's for tampering with evidence, and if I could, I add on necrophilia. Why can't you? I think you should. You've got the right to remain silent. Frankly, it would benefit both of us. Okay, I don't know why Oliver has so much authority. Are you like... You got connections with the cops or something? You arrest Edward's shameless ass and put him in police custody. Your victory against Edward Cox rings hollow as you realize that any DNA found on Emma now is gonna be useless. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. He like freaking tampered with the evidence. I bet he did on purpose. He is totally the freaking murderer. Abbott, before that man came in here, did you manage to get any DNA matches? The kid went for her right before we were about to get the DNA. Again, everybody sucks at their jobs. You can't just let anybody walk in. But it's not like it would matter. Any DNA must have been swept away while it was under the ice, right? I mean, maybe, but you don't know. You didn't check. I was hoping that there'd be a chance of DNA working, at least. It's fine. What good detective uses DNA as a crutch, correct? You should use every evidence or any clue they can find. Well, actually, there's a lot of cold cases that have been solved with the help of DNA, so... Ugh. Not helping Abbott. Not at all. You know what? I think I'll stop now. Don't worry about it. You're not to blame for this predicament. Technically, I'm to blame. I didn't think anything of it when he went into the lab. Yes, you all suck at your job. Fired. To be fair to yourself though, we did call him in to ID the victim. The victim and him both go to Liberto University. Why are you only calling like people from the school? That's the dumbest way to ID someone, I swear to God. Call their family? Yeah, unless their family's not alive anymore. Was that mentioned? I don't think that was mentioned. I have reasons to believe that Cox might be a suspect in this case. Exactly! I think maybe I should be a detective. Everyone else here is stupid. Well, just like all of the other cases, narrow down the suspect list, alright? Try to find every possible suspect. And if you can't find any reasonable suspects, just find a maniac who did it. You said nothing, basically, Abbott. You said nothing useful. Well, first off, do we have any clue of where the victim was dumped from? That's a good starting point. Although, we don't have many detectives right now to survey the area. Seriously, is this a small town or something? Most of the other detectives have already clocked out for the holidays, and I don't think they care very much about this case. Why the frick not? And also, how can you all clock out? There should be someone, like always someone, available. So I guess that we're gonna be the main people working on this. In that case, I better get going right now. Wouldn't want to stay out in Cardinal Park for too long. And I bet they'd even cordon off like the frickin' crime scene, right? Because they're all incompetent. Whoa, slow down. Isn't it way past your bedtime, kid? I don't have a bedtime or anything of the sort. Well, technically you do, because your mom is kind of weird. I'm an adult for crying out loud. Yeah, but your mom is very clingy and weird. Are you sure that's a good idea to go out now of all times? You know, the most likely time for serial killers to be out and about? If I do come across a serial killer, then I'll kill two birds with one stone. But are you a good fighter though? I guess we do have pepper spray. I'll be able to arrest the serial killer, and I'll find where Emma's body was dumped from. Okay, but you're ignoring the fact that the serial killer could, I don't know, kill you? It's fine. The sooner I find the dumping grounds, the better. It's supposed to snow tonight, right? So the dumping area would end up buried tomorrow? Okay. So you're gonna put yourself in danger to make it slightly easier to find a dump area. Got it. I'll be fine. Bye, Oliver. I'll get a forensics kit ready for your corpse. The humor of the people in this place. You know, Oliver, you could also maybe find a partner to work with instead of being solo all the time. It's not the smartest idea, you know? Space heater. You find yourself in the office so often that you decide to make it a bit cozier here. What is this? Atop the shelf sit an empty box, for some reason. Your coworkers have said that the box adds character to the room. Does it though? What's this? You've always found this man to be a bit peculiar, to say the least. He straight up introduced himself as Clock. You believe that it's just an alias, and that he's actually some undercover agent or something? In addition, many of his behaviors are rather catty, to put it lightly. For instance, right now, he's watching the clock ticking, almost like a cat. Oh, you mean that kind of catty? I thought you meant like, the kind of words they use. Weirdly enough, he seems absolutely enveloped by the clock's ticking. Okay, why is he in here? Who is he? You decide to snap him out of this hypnosis. Excuse me? Jeez! Oh, it's just you. Okay, Clock, can you be my partner? So I don't go out alone and potentially be murdered? You didn't notice me come in? Aha, I was just busy talking to my grandfather. A grandfather, Clock? Haha, funny, Clock. Your grandfather? You decide to stop asking questions. Clearly, this man is a secret agent. Oh, really? Really? If you say so. Wait, so I'm going to the park, right? Again, this whole map is so weird. You begin walking through the forest, hoping that nothing else fucks this investigation up. You really should be scared shitless right now, but you aren't. There's something eerily calm about being outside, late at night, with no one present. At least you're pretty sure that you're the only one out here. After some more boring walking, you come across a fork in the path. I've heard that there's a point where every wrong turn will just take you back to the place you started off. Oh great, it's a maze. Problem is that I bet that some people have gotten so lost that they forget where they even started off from. You're beginning to slightly regret disobeying Abbott. Again, find a partner, dude, seriously. But you also know that I can't just give up on this case, or this investigation. I'll stay here till dawn if necessary. There has to be some way to get through the forest without driving myself insane. Are you serious? What kind of whack place is this? Why is the forest a maze? This is so dumb. Oh look, a sign. With its arrows torn off. This signpost had one job, though I can't exactly blame it if someone else tore the arrows off. You're barely able to make out what the plaque says in the darkness. It reads, if you seek the proper path, tilt your head up. What kind of dumb sign is this? What the heck does that mean? Should I just go forward then? Tilt my head up. Is it the snow? Is the snow leading? I mean, I don't feel like it is. It's snowing in every direction. I would go up, I don't know. You continue treading through the forest. Oh, back here. But you end up right back where you started. I don't think that was the right path. Okay, how about this way then? Because like, this one is like different color, right? Although I think, are they all different colors? I'm not too sure about that. Let's go this way, I guess. I don't know. Oh, really? Oh, so maybe it is follow the color. But what does that have to do with look up? That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, is it wrong again? Bitch. Again. That wasn't the right path, but like, what is it? I don't understand. What does tilt your head up mean? I don't feel like it's... I don't know, man. Is it always the same? Maybe I'll just guess. Like, what am I looking at? If it's not the sign color. Cute snowman. For the snow to be packed like this, it's probably much wetter than the snow on the ground. What? I don't understand? Oh great, now there are logs blocking. What does that mean? Large log. Can't climb. Okay. So... what the heck? Oh, there's an axe here! An axe stuck to a tree stump. I don't like that. You've got no clue who could be chopping trees here. But it's pretty convenient, since now you'll be able to chop those logs up, and maybe defend yourself if a murderer tries to kill you. You use what little strength you have to pull the axe out. Oh no. Oh, at least it's kind of slow. You finally managed to get the axe out, though your arms burn with pain as you carry the axe. Got axe. Nice. Now I'm the axe murderer. Oh, seriously? It's made it game time. After hacking away at the log, it finally breaks, clearing the way for you. Okay. So weird. Oh, it's on fire. Shit, how did that wood catch fire? Okay, so... Huh? Should I go there? You're not crazy enough to walk through a little fire, are you? I mean, I guess not. Oh, I didn't even notice that you make like little snow footprints. You got an idea? What do you mean? Huh? What? Huh? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What am I doing? You decided the best course of action was to rip the poor snowman's head off? Oh, really? What's for? What? Why? I don't understand. Don't tell me it's to put out the fire. Okay, why are there so many? Horrifying, actually. Unless you're telling me you're stacking them to climb over that rock? Does that make sense? I also don't like that the snowmen are just appearing out of nowhere. I got 4 now. Is that enough? Is this for this thing? I bet it's for this thing, right? Although you're a pretty tall guy, you can't climb over this rock formation. What if you get something to help? You'd be able to get past this. Okay, is that not what the items are for? No? So it is for putting out the fire? I don't think that makes sense. It does not make logical sense. Oh my god, it really is? That doesn't make sense. Okay, can I just walk past this thing? Okay, what is this? Wooden plank? That was on fire? Okay, that didn't make any sense, but sure. Because you could just use snow? You don't have to use a snowman's head, but I guess it's for the game mechanics. You continue walking through the forest, making sure to keep a fast pace. Also, big-ass forest. Oh, blood. There be blood. This seems to be the place you're looking for. But that was easy. Just had to walk through a maze of a forest. The blood and the hole in the ice should make that pretty damn obvious. Wait, so you're saying the body was dumped here and then it like moved to that location? I guess that kind of makes sense. A chill climbs up your spine as you recognize that the clothing on the ground is a Moonbill's uniform. Gross. They stripped them of their clothing? Upon looking inside the uniform, you find a tag that confirms your suspicion that this is Emma's uniform. Again, the cops in this place suck. I can't believe I gotta solve it. So this is it then. The area Emma was dumped from. Are we sure it's not Edward Cox? He's highly suspicious. You begin snapping photos of the scene and taking notes about it, making sure to be as thorough as possible. Just as you're getting into it, however, you notice a reflection in the camera lens that isn't yours. Uh-oh. Paparazzi following me? On pure instinct, you turn around and put your right hand in your coat pocket, pepper spray in hand. But we also have an axe? You ready your shaking body to come face to face with a serial killer. However... Mother? Oh no. I think Mother is scarier than a serial killer. Her short, innocuous stature contradicts the aura around her. Clearly, she's not happy with you, but how is she following me? Okay, Oliver. Is she actually alive, or is her ghost haunting you? Because how could she find you anywhere? Mother, what on earth are you doing here? I should be asking you that question. What are you doing with that barista uniform? You didn't come out here to date behind my back, did you? Okay, Mom, what is wrong with you? You are so freaky and obsessed. No, of course not. I'm working on a case right now. Gosh, not the dating stuff again. You get why she'd be so against you dating, after all. That would distract you from what really matters, which is what? Which is what? Bro, which is what? But you don't get why whenever you so much as breathe behind her back, that's the first thing her mind jumps to. Ollie, do promises mean nothing to you? You said you come home, and then I have you all to myself. What happened to that promise? Why are you still out here? This case just landed on me today, and since there's almost no one at the office, I have to solve it. And what's the rush in solving this case? Did someone important die? Or did you take personal interest? Her words scathe your mind. You can't shake the feeling that she knows the latter option is true. The victim is no one of importance. So why are you out here at 2 in the morning? You've never stayed out this late and in this weather. This is how I usually work, and I'm perfectly fine with it. Now, why are you out here? It's dangerous to be out here alone at this hour. What if she killed Emma? Because maybe she was stalking him, you know? Oh, there's so many suspects. Ugh, I don't like any of them. I'm here because of you. I'm here to take you back home. Mother, I'm an adult at that. An adult on the job. I have to stay and finish all my notes. You've got a camera for a reason, right? Just take some pictures and come home. If not for my sake, then your sake. Oh, I get to respond? Honestly, I do not like how she reacts to like basically everything that he does. So I want to resist. I don't want to go home anyway. I gotta solve this murder. What do you mean? I'm fine right now. Aha, really now? Perhaps she does have a point. Does she though? Does she? Your pale skin, blue lips, and shaking body aren't exactly the best examples of being fine. Okay, so I'm forced to go home anyway. You look around, trying to make sure that there isn't anything else important. You didn't snap as many photos as you can, all under Mother's watchful gaze. All is silent as you walk with her back home. I don't like her. She's a suspect as well now, in my opinion. After a long night of investigating, you should probably get some rest. Because she's too weirdly obsessed with her son and so controlling. I bet she like freaking, saw how they were hanging out and about and she was like, I gotta get rid of that girl. Chaotic sleeper? Okay, whatever. Okay, Mother. I'm going to bed, I guess? I don't know. Go to bed. I don't feel like spending time with you. Why'd you force me to come home then? Rude. Whatever. Whatever, Mom. You fall asleep very quickly, within less than an hour at that. Usually, you have much more trouble falling and staying asleep. After such an exhausting day, you really needed the rest. Where is he? What? Is this the past? Hi, Mom. What are you doing? Or is this a dream? Waiting. Oh, this might be a dream, I guess. Can we bake cookies together? I think it's really fun. Fine. Can Dad join us? It's more fun when it's all of us. Ali, you know the answer to that question. I was waiting for your father to come home. So he's working on detective stuff? Oh, so he was a detective. Okay, that kind of explains a little bit of why she's so anti-detective. And maybe the dad died while investigating, so she's like really against him investigating. That kind of makes a little bit more sense and makes her seem a little bit more normal. So right now she's just overbearing mom, rather than like, more nefarious reasons. Yes, that's why he's not here with you and me. Do you know the stuff he's working on? It's fun hearing about that. You only like hearing the glamour stuff about saving people. But he never tells you about the stuff that really matters. Fine then. You want me to tell you about the case he's working on? Yes, please. Do you remember Mrs. Barrett? Yeah, that kind lady who comes over to read with me. She hasn't been here in a while, probably because she got murdered. Mother's voice takes on a slightly agitated tone. I still think she's a shit mom. And do you know why she hasn't been here? She's dead. She just had to go and get herself killed. And do you want to know what she's doing right now? What do you mean? She's dead. Dead people can still do things to those alive. Horrible, awful things. Okay, I think there's something really wrong with her. In the past and now. That bitch is taking father away from me. She tried to do it when she was alive. And she's doing it again. Did you kill her? I really think she killed a lot of people. She's why father isn't here at home with us. Because she went and got herself beaten, stabbed, burnt, fed bleach, and thrown into Cardinal River. What the frick? Why is it always this? There's a serial killer on the loose. Is it you? I highly suspect you now. I bet that she got herself killed like that on purpose. The more of a spectacle she makes out of it, the more Asher will stay away from us. Why would someone kill someone like Mrs. Barrett? She was so nice to us. This world is a shitty place, but the one saving grace is karma. You might have thought that Mrs. Barrett was undeserving of murder, but I think that karma just caught up with her. Ugh. Good morning, Oliver Cypress. The day that awaits you is another day of detective stuff. You get out of bed and comb your fluffy hair with your fingers. It's been a while since I've had that dream. Dreams are important right now. I need to figure out how I'm going to carry out this investigation. Maybe I should start by finding out where Emma lives. Her parents should be the first people to know about her. Okay, so clearly her parents are alive. Should have asked them to freaking identify her body instead of doing all this weird shit. That's why all these dumb polices are incompetent. Oh, Mother's not here. Mother, are you in your room? Can I come in your room? Oh, she is here. Hello? No, I don't like her. What if she's hiding a body in her closet? Or maybe she's hiding her murder weapons in her closet. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like your relationship with your mom. Oh, your relationship with your mom is gonna be like a factor into like maybe the game ending or whatever. But I don't like her, man. She's giving me bad vibes. Goodness, has Mother locked the door again from the inside? Oh my god. Okay, there's something really wrong with your mom. On weekends, Mother has this nasty habit of locking the front door with a padlock. It's an attempt to prevent you from working on cases. Given how urgent this case is, you should try to find the front door key. Oh, so that's why I can go into her room, huh? Because it's right in her room. Mother? Where did you hide the key? Oh, it's a landline? No. I don't know who to call anyway. Missing error. Okay, where's the freaking key? Do I have to talk to her? No, I don't want to talk to her though. Most glorious of rooms? The bathroom? Okay, but where's the key then? Can I go downstairs? Okay, I don't understand. What the heck is going on? Maybe I do have to talk to her? What? What did you just say? A baked severed head? What in the crap is going on? Okay, I think I have to talk to her because I don't know where the key is. Which doesn't make sense anyway, because like she clearly locked it to keep you out. I don't know, I guess I have to talk to her. Mother? You gently whisper in her ear. Bye, Mother. I'll be home soon. Okay, clearly that was not the answer. And also creepy. Wait, where the heck can the key be then? I don't know. Is it my room? That wouldn't make sense though. Okay, I don't get what the heck this box is for. Can I have a hint, please? Game. Front door key, but where? Where is it? Where the heck can it be? Yeah, I think that's foreshadowing. No one in here is a murderous psychopath. It's your mom. It is your mom. Wait, what did it say? Silhouette. Oh, it's in the fire? What's wrong with her? How do I put the fire out? Water? How about this cup? This shit does not make any sense, I swear to God. How do people normally put out fires? Do they really have to like pour water on it? That's kind of weird. She is so psycho, truly. She like freaking locked it and then she put the key in the fireplace. Wait, where am I going? Am I going to Cobalt Street? I have no idea. Oh wait, I have to find out where she lives, right? How would I know though? Clothes. How do I find her parents then? Oh, you guys are still here. Can somebody help me, please? Alright, I don't need to see this. Can I skip, please? Oh no, I'm higher. Okay, you're here. Can you tell me? You have any information on the victim's address? I'm going to inform my parents of her death. Alright, let me just get the papers out. I can't believe that wasn't the first thing they did. I hate everybody in this place. Here you go. Abbott hands you a sheet of paper with Emma's address printed on it. Thank you, Abbott. I should probably head back home now. I need to change into something more suitable for breaking the news. What the frick? Could have changed before that. Jeez. I'm gonna go home and then Mom's gonna be there and she won't let me leave. You know? Okay, let's save real quick. In case, you know, I go upstairs and mom is like, where are you going? All scary like. Change into something a little more suitable for breaking the news of a death, which is what? Alright, this outfit should be fine. Which is what? What outfit is this? I can't even tell. Greenwood home? Huh? Why do I have to get flowers? From the graveyard? What is wrong with everybody in this place? You're gonna steal? Allergic reaction to roses and you give them flowers? Twist it. Are you really gonna steal from the dead? Okay, you're not stealing from the dead, so how do I get flowers then? Huh? 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 Wait, what? How come this is also Greenwood? Fancy. Isn't that Emma's name? Okay, how do I get flowers? Oh, it's from here? Wow. I can't believe you're literally stealing flowers from the grave. That is messed up. Highly disapprove. I feel like you could have just bought flowers, but sure, whatever. You walk over to the address that Abbott gave you. For better or for worse, the Greenwoods don't live too far from your home. Still though, you have to walk quite a good distance through the cold, empty streets. You take your sweet time walking there, a foreboding feeling forcing your head down. You know that this is almost always the worst part of carrying out an investigation. Given how you already felt uneasy about Emma's death, you figured that it would be best to get this out of the way. Finally, you reach the Greenwood home. Hello, is anyone home? It's so weird. I'm wondering if this takes place in like the past, because it seems like everything is so outdated. They don't have phones or anything. Huh? Seems as though there's no one home. That comes out of your mouth much more blissfully than you want it. What if the parents are dead? Because what was that tombstone? Wait, but then why would they have an address? I'm so confused. Usually you'd be slightly on edge if the victim's family wasn't present. I guess that just like everything else about this case, it's different from what you're used to. Yes? Looks as though you aren't getting away from informing the parents. Hello, are you, Mrs. Greenwood? Yes, and you are? Oliver Cypress. Do you know me? Or I guess you are kind of famous, right? I'm here because I have to tell you something about your daughter. The woman before you stands speechless. Oh my gosh! What the frick? Oh. You're the sweet boy my baby has been telling me about. Well, this is very awkward, Mrs. Greenwood. What? Oh, hell no. Poor woman had her hopes up so high, and you're gonna absolutely destroy them like the scumbag you are. You found my daughter, right? She told me about what a great detective you are. What do you mean? She ran away from home? Wait. Huh? Unless she just thinks she's missing? Technically you did find her daughter. However, you don't know if she'd be too happy about hearing that you found her dead instead of alive. Oh, please do come in. I'll get you some coffee. Please, this is making me feel so awkward. Just break the news already. Thank you for the offer, but coffee is really not necessary. Mrs. Greenwood escorts you inside the little home. Please do make yourself at home. Thank you. I don't like this. This is so uncomfortable. Also, you spilled coffee. Well, don't just stand there. Tell her that her kid is dead, and then expect her to tell you everything about Emma. Well, this is awful. I'm not having a good time. Can I talk to her? Oh. So, Mrs. Greenwood, this is quite the nice house. Dude, just get to the point. Don't make weird, like, conversation. Thank you. Though it has been a while since I've tidied up the place. Although it could be perceived as rude to ask why, you need as much information as you can get. Oh? Why's that? Well, ever since my husband's funeral, I've just been, like, languishing around. Oh no. Oh no, so that's who that grave was. Oh no, Mrs. Greenwood. My condolences. Oh no. You've lost everyone. Don't be sorry. I'm already over it. Well, you're gonna have those wounds open freshly again. Judging by her dark clothing and runny mascara, you figure that this funeral happened quite recently? Oh no. Is someone targeting your family? I'm beginning to think they are. You highly doubt that she's over it, in spite of her upbeat mood. Yeah, she's faking it, and now she's gonna be even more depressed. How am I going to tell her? She's already dealing with another person's death. Now, you said that you were here because of Emma, right? Yes, I am here to speak with you about her. Are you gonna marry her? Oh no. Marry her? Yes, that's why you're here without Emma. You're going to ask me for my blessing, right? Okay, there's so much to like unpackage here. That escalated rather quickly. No, I'm here because... I would get straight to the point. I feel like it's gonna suck either way. Emma's dead, Mrs. Greenwood. You know, I like you. I like dark jokes like that. Please don't murder me, Mrs. Greenwood. The art style makes everyone seem so scary, like, all the time. Emma's not dead. She's alive and well. Emma's alive. Emma's alive. Emma's alive. Now, while I love dark jokes, please don't tell me that one again. Mrs. Greenwood, why would a joke about something like this? To get my blessing for marriage! I've always wanted my little Emma to marry a handsome young man like you. Yeah, and of course I'm gonna joke about her being dead, right? Besides, we both like that kind of humor. Emma must have told you so. She is dead. She died just yesterday. And I'm the one investigating her death. That's why I came here. Because you need to know about her. You hold back breaking down into an I'm sorry fit. I told you not to tell that joke again. You're here to marry her. Why else would you have flowers? I know exactly. Why did you bring flowers? You don't need to bring flowers to break the news. They're for you. Taking this news is a horrible experience. Yeah, and the flowers don't help? Emma isn't dead. Now stop joking about this. Please forgive me for this. Okay. I get what you're trying to do, but this is also inappropriate. Do not show them that. You pull out a photo of Emma's corpse. Undeniable proof that Emma's dead. Hopefully it doesn't show the body part. With the corpse, we found this. And Emma's been gone since yesterday, right? She hasn't returned home? I feel like probably she subconsciously knew, because like why else would she be like, oh, you found her, right? No. This is all an elaborate lie, right? It's all one of those lies detectives tell, right? You lie all the time, right? You're lying, right? You're lying, right? Girl, you need to go to therapy. You're lying, right? Right? Your quivering lips tell her everything. Mrs. Greenwood throws herself at you, hitting you with a shaky arm. Oh, jeez. First my husband, now my baby? I didn't get to say goodbye to her. She left early yesterday and I was sleeping. I didn't even get to see her face before she... Mrs. Greenwood's cries attack your mind as she tries to hit you with her limp arms. You know that you can't join her in crying. If you begin to break down too, it wouldn't be very reassuring to her. She's dead because of you. You didn't protect her. And now you're here, offering condolences that I'm supposed to take and be fine with? Why can't you people prevent this kind of stuff? I know. The police in this town, or city, I still don't know, suck. Why do you bend over backwards for some, but do jack shit for those like my husband, like my baby? Wait, was your husband also murdered? Don't you get it? I have nothing now. They were everything, and now they're gone. Why did it have to be my baby girl? Why? As much as you hate comparing yourself to the victims in these cases, in this crying woman, you see a young child. A young child who does everything to appease both a dead father and a mother who's dealing with it. You don't like admitting it, but you're not fully over it, even after a decade. It's why you're here, sitting in this room, breaking the news of Emma's death to her poor mother. Man, everything is so much more tragic when you're like close to the victim. After the better chunk of an hour, Mrs. Greenwood composes herself, somehow. Over the course of that hour, all you could do was stoically watch as she buried her face in your arms. Mrs. Greenwood stutters with despair in her voice. Oliver, why would someone kill her? That's what I'm trying to piece together. You knew her so much better than I did, so I figured that you might be able to tell me. I get why you might be reluctant to speak on the matter. And I understand why you wouldn't be interested in helping me. When people die, our minds tend to erase all of the negativity surrounding them. No matter how significant their misdeeds, it's what humans do. Especially those close to the dead. You can only imagine the emotions that would run through Mrs. Greenwood if you attempted to get her to speak ill of Emma. Oliver. There's no one she know who would want to kill her, let alone hurt her that horribly. Well, I have some suspects in mind. Her body was mangled so terribly that I didn't even see her as Emma. I know, she looked different actually. That's why I believe that this was a personal attack. If this is a personal attack, I still think like Edward and your mom can be both suspects. How much money did Emma usually carry around? The last time that Emma told me how much she had, she said that she had $128. Why do you ask? Yeah, why do you ask? And also, why is the money off? Someone took $5? Her body was found with $123, with $5 being spent on her barista job. Because she gave the coffee? Wait, was that what it was? So the perpetrator wasn't concerned with robbing Emma. In every robbery case I've seen, the victim was left penniless. Oh, I guess he's asking to make sure like there wasn't more money than 123. This murder was personal, I'll bet, judging by how much was done to her. So, you're saying that the murderer is someone we know? I mean, maybe. I'm beginning to think this is a small town of some kind. They definitely could be. But there's always a chance that this was the work of a serial killer. I think it is, and I think it's your mom. Because like, you know, Mrs. Barrett was killed in the same way. I'm sorry, but I can't think of anyone close enough to us to do this. Because originally I think it was Edward, but like unless he's a copycat killer, he would have been really young when Mrs. Barrett was killed. Because like they're whatchamacallit, they're students at the same school. All of our family lives across the ocean, so we only see them every now and then. Maybe a neighbor or a classmate? I'm sorry. You and Mrs. Greenwood hang your heads low in the dreadful silence. I think it's your mom. Investigate her. Poor woman has so much on her mind right now. Of course it would be difficult for her to recall anything. If you were so insistent on solving this case as fast as possible, you wouldn't even be here. I'm beginning to think that you're letting your emotions like cloud your judgment. I think it's your mom. You should investigate your mom. Wait. I remember something. Emma mentioned it a few days ago. She said that she was walking home from university, but as she was passing by that big fashion store, in the window's reflection, she saw two tall men, okay? That night, she came home incredibly late because of how many detours she was taking. Thankfully, she was physically fine. That could be important. Did she tell you anything about their physical appearances? It could be anything, from a tattoo to a scar of some kind. She said that one of the men smelled like body spray, and that the other one was wearing a black hoodie with a brown jacket. I guess that doesn't narrow it down that much. Sorry. Don't be. That information actually does help. Many cases have been solved using small details like that. Even if that information describes around half of the city's population, okay, I guess you're just comforting her. I'm gonna need all the information I can get for this case. Oh, you said city, right? So we're in a city? Well, that's good to know. And what would you say Emma's daily schedule was like? Well, her schedule yesterday was supposed to be work at Moonbills, go to Libretto University, go on lunch break, work at Moonbills, and then come home. But she never made it to university. I got a call yesterday telling me that she wasn't present. What kind of place is this? Why are they calling your parents? I mean, they're adults. Emma hated school, but she never skipped classes. Her record has been clean ever since she got there. And before you asked, I did call the police. I told them that I was scared for Emma's safety, and that I wanted her home, safe and sound. I filed a report and everything. I barely slept last night because no one even updated me on her case. Yeah, the cops in this place suck. I've been trying to stay hopeful ever since I filed that report, but I didn't even get any confirmation for if they worked on the case. I think they didn't. You realize that had you been working instead of studying or lounging around, you could have gotten a hold of Emma's case before she died. What do you mean? Lounging around? Huh? How many days has it been? The timeline is very confusing. Don't dwell on that now. Focus on getting information. Mrs. Greenwood, I understand if you don't trust me with this case, but I want you to know that I'll do everything to bring the perpetrator to justice. I hope you're not just lying to me. I can reassure you that I'm not. Well, in that case, thank you. I know that you'll be able to do this. Well, I don't really feel like I got anything useful, to be honest, except for that there are two suspicious men. Wonder how long it'll take to disappoint her. You have to solve this case. If not for your sake, that for Mrs. Greenwood's sake, you're not going to let Emma's death take over her life. Maybe, just maybe, if you let her death take over your life for a week or so, you can stop it from harming this woman so much. A little bit of pain to you will save her a lifetime of grieving, right? Okay, is that in the chapter? I don't really feel like we've learned much, to be honest. I'm beginning to think that it's the mom. So I think what I saw in like the game summary, you're probably not gonna know until like future updates, because currently there are 3 chapters, and I think you're not gonna find out in the next chapter. The pacing is like kind of slow for my liking, because I don't really feel like you piece like much in each chapter. So like first chapter is like the murder, and then this chapter we find out about the mom, I guess. And I guess your current suspects, which is Edward and well, I think the mom. Oliver didn't mention his mom at all. So I'm wondering if like they are like kind of like hinting to you that it could be the mom, but like since Oliver is blinded by like his loyalty to his mom, he doesn't suspect her. But I think it's her, because like first of all, she's really weird. Initially, I thought from that flashback that maybe she was a little bit more normal in the past, but nope, she was still kind of awful. And the way that the murder of Mrs. Barrett, pretty much like the same like MO, is that the word? Same MO as like the what happened with Emma. It could be her. Like, she didn't say she did it, but like she was pretty satisfied with the fact that Mrs. Barrett died, and it's the same type of like kill method. So I think it's her. But I guess we'll have to see in the next chapter if it reveals more. I just don't like it. The vibes are bad. But yeah, in any case, I'll leave this here. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.